Hey guys, Protagonist24 here, and welcome back to Clash of Legions. In the last episode, we went ahead and took out the tutorial, got our first pack, got our first multiplayer dungeon complete, got a couple of good cards out of that. In between episodes, I went ahead and enabled the cursor, finished up like the auto build deck quest and whatever, which just barely got us level 10, which unlocked our 9th and 10th card slot in the deck. I went ahead and threw in our guard and our healing spell. And other than that, I think that's about all I had to catch you guys up on. Let's go ahead and get into Chapter 2, Stage 3. Okay, I'm just going to pass here to start. Okay, we got a couple of guys on the bottom here. I'm going to pass and let them get a bit closer again. Okay, let's go ahead and use the gargoyle to jump over and deal 4. This will deal extra damage, finishing it off and buffing its own attack. And then we will get a critical strike here there, actually. Thanks to that sword, our critical strike chance is very weak. Stupid little fly. Go away. Okay, let's throw down our bulky dwarf and our guard. The gargoyle will take that guy out, and then our cavalry will tank for the gargoyle, which is really nice. And then let's go ahead and throw down our archer in this lane, and from here on out I think we should just have this in the bag. Another crossbow guy coming down. Unfortunately, I didn't have the healing ready last turn. Let's go ahead and throw down our strong archer here. We will be able to get some good damage off, and I think we should be able to end this on the following turn. Let's go ahead and heal up our cavalry, pass, and we should have it in the bag. Nice. Okay, we've unlocked a guard here with treatment, as well as the alert skill. I don't think I'll be using it in the deck right now, so let's just keep moving on to the aristocratic territory. Let me just quickly open up the rewards chest here though and show you guys. As we complete more of the map, we can unlock more of these cards. We're able to purchase for our stars. We get 1 star per completion of a stage. So I think right now I'm actually going to pick up this dwarf here for 5 and throw it in the deck real quick. Okay guys, we went ahead and took out our vampire and replaced it with the level 4 elite rarity dwarf warrior. It's basically this guy, it's up 2 extra health, so that's pretty good. I figured it's a good replacement to the vampire as it fills about the same role except more damage and more health, which gives us a bit more use out of our healing spell. Vampire is pretty good though. I might replace the dwarf guard with it. We'll see though. But for now, let's go ahead and get back to battling. I did have to relaunch my game to claim the dwarf warrior because, as I said in the last episode, this game does have a few bugs, and no matter what I did, closing the map and going into other menus and coming back, I couldn't claim it until I relaunched the game. So bear in mind when you play this game, there is some bugs, so be prepared. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and throw down our horseman here, and then our guard and our archer. Go ahead and get him gaining attack. Hold on, let me get this stupid fly, dude. I don't know where it came from. Okay, let's go ahead and throw our dwarf in the top as well as our gargoyle, and we'll pass on that for now. Trying to save our healing, hopefully for our cavalry. Once it gets low, we'll be able to buff it back up and basically climb attack until we can pretty much one-shot, probably. I don't foresee anything being taken out in the bottom lane, or the top lane either, really, but we'll throw our dwarf guard in the top. This guy does have counter attack, but it's only 1 damage per hit, so it's not that big of a deal. This guy also has that same ability. Let's go ahead and throw ourselves an archer into the top lane here. The dwarf poison archer should be able to help us finish off this good old wall. And we'll be able to take out that enemy there. Got a 4-6 in the top lane. Let me check how many enemies. 0 cards left in hand. Let's go ahead and restore our dwarf. Throw our archer in the bottom, and I'll just throw this down so I don't have to place it. Keep hitting deployed every turn. Our alert will take that guy out. Unfortunately, our lanes are kind of clogged, but our cavalry alone should be able to finish off the fight in combination with our archer here. Nice. Get a bit more XP and silver. Okay, I'm just going to keep powering through. Let's finish this one. We get an epic card, the Starfire Mage, which is a 3/3 at the cost of 1 cooldown, which is pretty good. It has an extra 2 range, and it causes them to take a burn damage on their next action, which is fairly good. That'll probably make the cut in our deck. The enemy has dispatched heavy armor troops and physical damage is invalid, and now the battle is at a stalemate. Great, our magic force arrived in time. The enemy's heavy armor ability cannot reduce magic damage. Start a full counterattack. Okay, so all these guys are striking our heavy armor guy and unable to break through, but we can also defeat the heavy armor guy with this Starfire Mage. We don't have it yet unlocked, but it was on the field at the start of the battle, which is pretty nice. Let's go ahead and throw our tanky guard in the front. We'll go ahead and throw down the other dwarf behind, with an archer behind them. And then we'll throw our gargoyle and our guard in the top lane here. That mage should be able to take out the heavy armor guy up here, and then we should have free reign to get through. It looks like we have more heavy armor, but it's only heavy armor 1. Doesn't look like we need to heal anything yet, so we'll just go ahead and pass. There goes the heavy armor guy in the top lane. There goes the crossbowman, and that guard is almost defeated now as well. Heavy armor guy is moved in front. Still no healing required. Alright, we're getting damage in there. We're basically in now. I'm just going to go ahead and spare you guys the rest of this battle. Okay guys, we have defeated the Chapter 2. Obtained ourselves a Starfire Mage. Well, we have not defeated the full of Chapter 2 yet, but we defeated level 5 of Chapter 2 and obtained the Starfire Mage. And we can now exchange for this orc, or ogre. What are you? Yeah, heavy armored orc. Has heavy armor 3, which is pretty good, but unfortunately it only moves 1 square per turn, which I don't think is going to be something I want in my deck currently. Maybe when my deck size is a bit larger, but for now let me quickly run in here and we're going to go ahead and take out, I want to say the gargoyle. Give me a second to think on this. Okay guys, I've decided to take out the dwarf guard in return for the vampire, and I've also taken out my guard in replacement for the star mage. So let's go ahead and keep it moving inside of the Chapter 2. On to number 6 now. Okay. We're missing villagers. We've got another fly here in front of me. 1 second. Get rid of that. Okay. I'm gonna actually play my mage up front here early on in this fight. So when this guy acts, it should take himself out. And now I also have no further plays for this turn, unfortunately. So our zones are going to be infiltrated here, but I can put our vampire up here as well as an archer behind. We'll get 3 direct damage with our mage here. And we did hit a critical with the vampire. That's pretty big there, actually. We've got this stronger guy coming down. We don't need to heal the vampire because it's going to heal itself. So let's go ahead and throw our dwarf in the bottom. Throw our dwarf archer behind, our other archer behind that, and our gargoyle in the top lane. Okay, gargoyle's going to go in front of the vampire, unfortunately, but it should live here. And I do believe we should repair our gargoyle, and it did return to hand as well, so we'll be able to get more healing, but I think that's the end of the battle. Okay, here we go. Gargoyle's getting in there for game, and we've unlocked this spear elf guy. Spear basically gives them +1 range, double damage to mounted creatures, which usually applies to things with ride or mounted eagle, stuff like that. And we've reached level 11 by completing that, so we've actually unlocked the ability to go into the PvP arena now. So let's quickly go into the arena, and as you can see, there's actually some players in here that have very, very high win rates. They're all using mage, it seems. Mage is apparently the best class to use, according to the top of the leaderboard. I may have to swap them to mage later on, depending, but they all have battle rating of 7,500, which is pretty crazy. We're all the way down here at number 1230 in the server. The server is much more populated than the server I've been playing on in my personal time. But we go to the defensive configuration here. As you can see, we can have a defense deck, but I think it just uses our normal deck because nothing happens when I click on the defense deck. Same as any other server I've played in, so either that's bugged or it's just meant to use your attacking deck as your defense deck. I'm not certain. We're not going to bother doing this just yet because I think we need to get a bit stronger of a deck by reaching level 15, so we can use 15 cards first. And the encounter arena is where you go head to head in real-time PvP with people, so I don't think I have the skills for that yet either. So let's go ahead and continue on our way through Chapter 2. Hopefully we can finish this off in this episode. So we got the noble guardsman here. We got a couple of guards coming down. I'm actually going to go ahead and throw down my dwarf here and my mage here. Okay, let's get our cavalry going down in front of the mage. Okay, we've got a cavalry of the opponent, so every 2 squares it moves, it deals an extra damage, and what does it say here? Double damage to ranged soldiers. Okay, let's go ahead and throw our dwarf warrior in the top lane here. It looks like we're gonna lose our cavalry here, unfortunately, because I didn't have my healing. Or wait, no, the alert actually targets the dwarf. We can heal the cavalry. That's really good for us. So let's go ahead and throw our... Okay, I definitely clicked in an open square. I guess I didn't, though. Just gonna throw down the rest of these troops. That cavalry is gonna be obliterated. This guard will be obliterated on its next attack of our dwarf warrior, and we'll get in directly for a good amount with these archers here pretty soon. Go ahead and throw an archer in the top lane. The cavalry's in there. No stopping it. We have this in the bag on the next turn. Let's go ahead and skip our turn, and there we go. Complete. Another bit of silver and XP, and we'll make our way to the final battle where we unlock a blue rarity Nun. This is probably going to make its way into our deck. If I haven't mentioned previously, Sacred Judge is an ability that means its damage cannot be reduced, and whatever it destroys cannot be resurrected or returned to the hand, whatever. So it's a very good ability. A 4 damage archer with decent HP for us to heal is also pretty good. So let's make our way into the battle and defeat our opponent, the Earl of Solomon. So we have a Starfire Mage, only green rarity, and we have a Shield Soldier with Heavy Armor 1. Well, I'll go ahead and throw down... I'll throw my Gargoyle in the top lane, because I don't want it getting hit by this Mage. Our Sniper will take out the Mage, though. I kind of misplayed there, honestly. Let's go ahead and throw our Dwarf with 3 attack here, and I'll probably end up healing it on the following turn. Okay, a guard's been played to counter our Gargoyle. Do I care about that? Not really. I think we just pass again. Okay, no more further troops were played by the opponent. So let's go ahead and heal up our Dwarf. We're gonna throw our Cavalry in the top lane. We're gonna go ahead and throw our other Dwarf in the bottom lane, our Vampire in the top lane, and our Mage in the top lane. Okay, Cavalry is getting buffed up to 2. Got a couple strong Dwarfs in the bottom lane. Thankfully we have 2 attack now, so we won't get blocked entirely by this. Okay, our Cavalry will fall here, unfortunately, but we can throw down our Archer in the bottom lane. Our Vampire will clean that up, Dwarf will clean that up, Mage will clean that up, and the Archer cleans that up, and that should be the battle. So let's go ahead and throw our last card down. We did make it down to our last card this time around, so it's a little bit closer than the previous battles. And there we go, Vampire will finish it off and unlock us the Nun. So we will probably end up putting that in the deck here. So give me 1 second to quickly edit my deck. Alright, we've made some edits to the deck. We have the Nun in here now. I also decided to replace our Guard with the Temple Guard, so we have a bit of healing in the deck. Since I had to take my healing spell out until we get a further deck enhancement in size. And I also used 6 of my stars to purchase the Guardian Crossbowman from the Chapter 2 exchange store. Basically it shoots twice at a time at 2, so it's 4 damage at a 3 cost with alert, which is very nice. That's why I felt comfortable lowering our damage for close to our hero. I mean, I took out the Gargoyle for the guard. I didn't take out my other guard because I didn't have the other guard in the deck. We still have our Captain Heavy here on the second page. I just wanted to move it to the second page so I could show you some of the new stuff instead. And yes, go to the multiplayer dungeon and go ahead and do a dungeon battle. Alright, I am here ready to challenge the Hilly Plain once again. So let's go ahead and start the challenge. Okay, I'm not going to shuffle this away. This is a fairly good starting hand. I do have to be careful with playing my crossbow guy early, because I don't want it to be struck down. I will throw my weaker dwarf down, though. Unfortunately, there goes my dwarf to a strike, as I figured would have happened. Looks like the AI is really trying to load up this bottom lane. We got a lot of stuff coming down, so let's go ahead and throw our crossbow guy into this lane. I'm also going to throw our mage back in this lane. Okay, there we go. So I have these. Oh, we happened to get a block there. He tried to strike our crossbow guy down, but it wasn't quite successful, fortunately for me. Okay, we got quite the dwarf army coming at us here. I don't think it's that big of a deal though, because he's down to what, 4 cards now, and he hasn't even touched the top lane. So I'm probably just gonna commit some troops to the top lane here next turn, and we should just walk with this for free. Let's get our poison archer and our nun into this lane to help fight off this wave of dwarves, rather. Okay, there we go. Poison Archer is hitting that guy. Our AI companion has placed a hunter in the top lane, so that should hopefully be able to get us some damage. I'm also going to play my cavalry in the top lane. We'll play our dwarf here, and we'll play our archer in the top lane. All the zones are now clogged up until we get some movement going on, but that is not a big deal here. Our nun is just in range. Okay, I figured it would be. I am gonna lose my crossbow guy here, unfortunately, but it does leave a space open for my vampire to wreak some havoc. Apparently the card does not exist. But yeah, we've got a strong connection here in the top lane. It's only a matter of time before this battle's over. Okay, this should be the end of the battle, I believe. Good old 1 HP left, and there it goes. Victory. 3 minutes, 6 seconds total for that. And let's see our rewards. We have some stuff. I'm hoping to hit a silver armor and maybe some level enhancement or silver. Let's go with 2. Hey, that's not bad. And let's go with the second row 4. Okay, we actually managed to get ourselves a dwarf sentry. And there's only 3 troops in here, and I happened to hit 2 of them. Again, same as last time, so I'm pretty happy with that. We probably will play this dwarf guardian. Apparently I'm in a battle. Let me just quickly adjust my deck. Okay, I've decided to take out Mercenary Archer Weir, even though it is a very strong card, in return for this Dwarf Guardian. Because I figure having 6 melee and 4 range is better than 5 and 5. So let's go ahead and... hell, let's do one more multiplayer dungeon battle, and then we'll go ahead and... okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and start the challenge once again. I'll probably do a couple of these off camera, but we'll see. I'm just gonna go ahead and pass for now. Let our guys cool down a little bit while I wait for placing my mage. I want to wait for him to use some of those heavy attack strikes. Okay, looks like middle lane's being pretty clogged up. Let's go ahead and throw down our cavalry in the top lane here, try and get its power going a little bit. And there goes another heavy strike on our cavalry, unfortunately. And these dwarves in the middle lane have infiltrated, and our AI teammate has decided to not play anything, apparently. Let's go ahead and throw our dwarf guardian, or dwarf warrior rather, in here, and we'll throw down this, and we'll throw a vampire in front here. Okay, teammate's finally playing some cards into the bottom lane, so we'll be able to deal with that. Start working on the second one in the middle lane. Unfortunately, was struck down in middle lane. We will take 2 direct from this archer. Not a big deal though. Yep. This bottom lane should be able to make it all the way through with this heavy armor guy. So go ahead and throw our dwarf warrior in this lane. I should have put it in the middle lane. I don't know what I was thinking, but we'll throw our nun there, I guess. Meantime, just block the lane, otherwise we're gonna be in some trouble. We have our vigilance people here, able to work on this as well. None of these can break through this heavy guard, so we should be fine. Vampire is going to keep healing itself here, and we are able to put our crossbowmen here, which should also help dealing with the middle lane. Okay. This top lane's almost broken through. let's go ahead and see how many cards the enemy has left. 0. We've got this one in the bag. Okay, here we are at the end of the battle. And a victory. Okay, nice. So let's go ahead and claim our rewards. This should be, I think, our last attempt to get 2, and then we'll be only getting 1 for the other 3, I think. And then tomorrow will be a new day and we can get some more. Let's go here this time. 2,000 gold, silver, not too good. I want to do the same on this side, but I'm just going to actually pick like right here. Okay, we just got 2,000 silver both times. Quite unfortunate. There's definitely some better rewards in here. Counterattack Poison Blade. This guy would have been pretty nice to pick up. But that's what it is. So we got 4 more. And we still get, yeah, we get 1 prize on the next one. So I'll probably get through these other 3 off camera. And yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Clash of Legions. We're up to 44,000 silver. I don't want to spend any just yet on packs because I know it takes a good deal to combine our cards, or not combine, but like upgrade our cards. So I kind of want to save it for that, get some of our weaker cards upgraded rather than just getting a bunch of cards. I mean, I may spend some, but for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are enjoying Clash of Legions. If you want to play as well, it's available on Steam and mobile as far as I know, and I'm not sure if anywhere else. Still haven't looked at that, but hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.